Hello, my dear viewers. This is the Because Copy Academy, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. Today is 25th of November 2024. Today is Monday, and I'm your host here. My name is Rakesh, and I'm here to tell you about the key levels for the Forex majors and also about the Bitcoin, the Brent crude oil, and the gold. When I say the key levels, these are the levels from where there is a chance that the price will potentially reverse, or if it is able to surpass those levels, then it will likely to continue in the similar direction. So these are the important key levels which I'm going to share with you in some time. Please do not confuse me as an employee of Dukas Copy. I am not their employee. I'm an independent analyst. I'm just here to showcase my own analysis. Okay. So I have no connection with the Dukas Copy research team. Therefore, whatever I say here, all the views or the trading opinions that I'm talking about, they are of my own. It has nothing to do with the Dukas Copy buy. So let's start. And as a technical analyst, I know that every piece of information is already on the chart. So I will not talk about any news or some situation in any country or something like that. Okay? So I will only keep my focus on the chart, and we'll read the candlesticks and we'll see how we can determine the key levels from the candlesticks and how we can use those key levels into our chart setups. So let's go. And before I start, actually, I must tell you that this is not a trading advice. I may say sometime you should be buying here, you should be selling here. It doesn't mean that I'm asking you to buy into your real accounts. I'm asking you to buy or sell in your demo accounts. That is permissible. But if you want to really trade in your real money, yeah, please do not take it as a trading advice. Do your own research. You can see this video as an entertainment purpose, but should not be seen as a trading advice. With that said, let me take you through the standard risk disclaimer, which is there on your screen. You want to pause the video, you can pause it here, but move on to the charts only once you are done with the understanding the risk that is involved if you trade the forex on the margin. So like always, first things first, right now on your screen I'm going to show you the daily chart of the US dollar index. This is the dollar index placed against the US dollar for the 1 day, and this is a candlestick type of chart. As you can see, when I zoom out, you can see that the US dollar has a general trend of going up, but after reaching 114 it started consolidating. Right now it is trying to reach into a premium, but at the 108.04 it found a resistance and was reversed from there. Not a very quick reversal, but yes, there is slight resistance over here. The price has headed back and is now trading below the opening of that candle. Now the important things to mention here is that there was a fair value gap on the underside from where it has got respected and has reached to this fair value gap. After that, it has not created any fair value gap. Okay, so the move to this side was not very fast because of there is no fair value gap. On the contrary, now from what I can see, that the price may consolidate here for some time before it shows us its hand that where it is, where it wants to go. Okay, so that is my intention to know. Right now, if you look from a line charts point of view, then it is a single line to the upside and the price is, I think, more or less headed upwards. Now we will have a market structure shift only when the price breaks below this low, because these two are now valid highs above this low. Okay, so now this is the valid low. Once 106.01 breaks to the downside, then only we can look for the selling opportunities in the US dollar. Okay, with that said, if we are not looking for the selling opportunities, that means we are looking for the selling opportunities in the pound against the US dollar. Now you see here on this way down, I had shown you that there is a potential fair value gap which is being made. Now this is a thing that once the fair value gap is traded and the price goes away from this, it keeps going in the similar direction for some time. So where is the next fair value gap? That will be a target. Now this one, I think this is the potential target, but on the way there is a swing low, so you can target the liquidity below that 1.2445, maybe a potential target for the downside. Now where is the resistance between these two lows? This is the highest high, so this becomes your resistance based on the market structure, but this fair value gap is a huge level or zone of resistance also, so keep that also in mind. What about the euro? Euro is not falling like the pound. Okay, the pound is red, but the euro is not red. That means that euro has the potential of going and reaching into a fair value gap which the market has just created. Actually, the market had created a fair value gap just here. You see, although it is very small, but a gap is a gap. It is sufficient to invite the sellers into the market. So the market traded this fair value gap, went lower. Can it close red? We don't know yet, but we'll see. There is still 11 hours for this market to close. There's a potential that the price will go down, although this fair value gap was very small, so it went on to trade this order block. This continuous green candles which have traded the fair value gap are called order block. And this I don't want to elaborate that much on here, but yes, just understand this is a zone of resistance. This is actually now the swing resistance, or I will say a downswing pivot. That is, if this is broken, this downswing will fail and the price will have an upswing. What about the Australian dollar? Australian dollar is also very weak. It is looking like very weak, although we have ascertained from the last week that it is very bullish. Why? Because it failed to close even below this fair value gap. Now you cannot see that, but I can see that the price failed to close below this fair value gap, and this is now very bullish because every time the price traded it, it failed to go below. Now yes, if the price trades this and closes below this, then I will turn bearish again. Till the time the price is trading above this fair value gap, which is being respected multiple times, I'll be bullish only in this market. Although this red candle on the daily is looking very bearish to me, but it has not broken the market structure, although it has broken the market structure to the upside. You see, this high has been taken out, but if it closes below this or trades below this candle, then again the market structure will shift to the downside and we'll have a potential fair value gap here also. So till the time the price is closing above this fair value gap, I am bullish on this. New Zealand dollar has went lower than this fair value gap, traded the fair value gap, is getting rejected. That means it is headed lower. Now the downside potential target I told you about this is my target on the downside, 0.5774. Why is this? Because this is a very valid swing low. After this I will be targeting 0.5512 on the downside. All right, downside is crucial because the US dollar is making higher highs. Now here I think we have discussed this one also. If the price closes a day above this fair value gap, then this will start acting as a bullish fair value gap because this is the inverse of this was the bearish fair value gap which has now been inversed. So now you see the price is respecting this fair value gap, and I'm expecting higher prices in this one. This is of no use, but yes, there is a now downswing pivot here, the upswing pivot here. If the price breaks below this level of 0.8801, then only we will be looking for the selling opportunities in this market. USD JPY has entered the consolidation between the fair value gaps. There is no point in talking about even this market. This is a market which you can just avoid now because it has gone into a consolidation. You see guys, the traders, when they make money in the trend, they tend to lose the money when it is a consolidation. So don't try to frame a trade in a market that is consolidating. I hope you understand that. What is the Bitcoin doing? It has made all the run to the upside. Now it is trying to trade the fair value gaps that it had created on the way. In fact, it created only one fair value gap on the way up, and now it is trading right now. If the market has to keep going up, then this fair value gap should not be closed. Okay, then it will reverse from here. But if it is fully closed, then I will be looking for breaker block maybe in the future. But right now I'm not looking for anything. I'm just observing the price. I'm not even expecting the Bitcoin to go higher or lower. I'm just observing the price. What about the Brent? Well, it went to the 0%, or you can say it went into this fair value gap and immediately got rejected. Can it be any better? No. So that means tomorrow or day after you will expect a fair value gap to form here. Once the price trades that fair value gap, boom, to the downside. That is what your expectation should be. Now all these fair value gaps are not valid. But yes, this one is valid. This huge fair value gap is valid, but it has not been traded completely. What about the gold? Similar is the case with the gold. Price was going higher. It traded the fair value gap. This is the anti-fair value gap. And this is what our expectation was, if you remember. 2628 is where the price is trading right now. We had given this call at around 2715. Is it small run? No. We are expecting the run at least up to 2537. Let us see how the things unfold in this one. Euro JPY. It is going lower, but I am not looking for the lower prices. Actually, I was looking for the lower prices, but I wanted it to happen from this specific level. Since it has not happened that way, so I'm not interested to participate in this price. And although it has created a fair value gap now, which can push the prices further south. So now you can forget this one. Okay, this is enough to push the prices lower. What about the GB value? Very nice price action. Very good fair value gap. This is after fair value gap creation. One and two. Tomorrow it should trade this market and then start going lower. Let us see how the things unfold. I'm bearish on this one till this liquidity below 1.9123 is not taken. I'm not turning bullish on this market. CHF JPY, uh, some resistance, or you can say some support at this fair value gap was expected on this run south. I'm expecting a run to this fair value gap before a run to the downside. If it doesn't happen, I'm not participating in this market also, or in New Zealand. Now this should be a sideways market. Why this should be a sideways market? Because Australian dollar is also going down and New Zealand dollar is also going down against the US dollar. So in a nutshell, this market will be going nowhere. So it may consolidate here for some time before we see a clear picture to which direction the market wants to go. Although I'm expecting the higher run because there are multiple fair value gaps to push the prices higher. Let us see how the things unfold in the future. Gas has a clear breakout to the upside. There's a fair value gap also to support the price action. In case even if the price drops from here, there will be a bulk buying at this region from where I'm expecting higher prices in the gas. Guys, this is going to be, I think, a very nice year next year. Let us see. EuroCAD, everything as per the textbook. Creates the fair value gap, boom, creates the fair value gap, creates the fair value gap, fails to trade above of say fail to close above this, takes it as an inverse fair value gap. All things, even if I remove this, you see the 50% of this is getting traded, then the price is trying to close below this. Once it closes below the 50% or less than that, then it will be headed to the next fair value gap or the next low that will be there on the target. I hope you understand that. Ethereum, not very bullish on this one, although it has created a fair value gap also. So I'll be bullish on this one. If the price comes to this gap, I'll be looking for the buying opportunity. That's all guys from my side. If you have any question whatsoever, please let me know through the chat. These are the levels for you in this week to observe, and just observe. Okay, you will gain a confidence about how to use them. I hope you know about the support and the resistance levels that will be of interest in the coming days and coming hours. Just remember my one thing, that whenever you place a trade, do not risk more than 1% of your entire equity on that trade. Okay, look for a potential profit of more than 3 times, if not at least 2 times of whatever risk you are taking. With this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find it useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section, and please consider subscribing to this channel for more such webinars. I wish you a good day, and thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Bye bye. Take care.